Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be using products I've never used before. I need a brush. Okay, so first let's prep the skin. So I'm going to be using By Terry Hyaluronic Global Serum. I believe this has 8 different hyaluronic acids in it. If you've never used it, it is a beautiful, beautiful base for makeup. Little spritz in the hand and all over the face. I mean, everybody loves a high-end brand, obviously. By Terry, lovely. Read the backstory about the actual founder. Incredibly, incredibly inspiring. I'm going to use an under-eye serum as well. So this one's By Terry also. It's going to disperse a little bit and just kind of massage it in. I'm really, really aware recently about my under eye area. I'm very aware of it. You know, the aging process is upon us. So just smoothing this in, and it's just going to add that extra kind of layer of cushioning that one might need. And I'm going to just allow that to absorb just for a couple of moments. So next, I'm going to go in with a foundation. So this is NARS Sheer Glow, and I'm just going to dot it. I just picked this randomly. I don't even know if it's actually the shade I need, but we'll make it work regardless. So a couple of dots. True story here. Years ago, I could never understand why NARS called it Sheer Glow, because I remember thinking, well, it's not particularly sheer and it's not particularly glowy. And I couldn't work out for the life of me for years. And then it dawned on me, it offers a sheer glow. That's how dim I am. Probably still, I mean, this is years old NARS Sheer Glow. And it is still around, and for good reason, because it is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. That isn't a terrible match at all. I think it's medium 2.5, which is about right at this time of year for me, particularly as I accidentally caught a tan. Okay, so foundation on, looking more even. So here's the new products that I've never used before. 1999, that is the brand, 1999. And I've heard of these, but I've never used them. So we've got a contour or a bronzer, look at that. And we've got a highlighter as well, spin top. So I'm going to go in, see where it takes us. I'm just going to do a stripe, just a small one, but I just want to see how it blends before I attack the face with this. So it blends beautifully. So let's draw some mess on the face. We're not contouring here, folks. We're just going to be adding more of a delicious color to the skin. So let's see where it takes us. See, I thought this was going to have a bit of shimmer to it, and it doesn't. Hurrah! Hoorah! And I'm going to blend in a downwards rather than across, because I want to cover more skin. This blends really sheer. Some of them can be quite tricky. But this one, you know when you have never used a product before and then you're like, this could be holy grail stuff. I love the fact that this seems and is really beautifully buildable. There's none of this having to spend the next hour blending because it's just a problem. It just is blending into the skin tone. I would imagine even if you've got quite light skin, this will work quite nicely. So I'm going over the nose, That's quite a lovely enhancement. I'm actually going to kick it up a notch and just really add a bit more because I really want to take this summer glow. I just want to show you here, that hasn't even made a dent in terms of the product used. Nothing. It's made no dent whatsoever. Hurrah. I'm going to be getting more of these, I tell you that. That is lovely. And even though it's sheer and I've built up layers here, I'm still going to go over anyway with the sponge just to add that extra layer of blendability because I just think it's always necessary. I'd rather over blend than under. And you can see here, as I'm blending it down, I'm still kind of staying away from this section because I still want the interior, at least here, to be light. Because I just think it's quite attractive. Not necessarily on me, but in general. I very much look like I've caught the sun more now. So I'm going to add a touch of the highlighter. This is called Perla. And I want to be quite strategic with where I place this because highlighters on me aren't always the most flattering because of the way the planes of my face work. That's very pretty, you know. I'm going to just hit it here and tap it in. See, on my face, because of the Malabags, I want to stay away from this area, but they actually extend out. So it's kind of a more difficult process for me to be applying highlighter to your standard cheek area. I'm going to do a little down the bridge of the nose. I'm going to do a couple of touches just above the brow, and then we'll do some mattifying, and I might re-add in a little bit more. We're going to do no blusher for this tutorial. So let's just do a little de-shine, because why not? So I'm just going to do the center of the forehead. I'm going to do the sides of the nose and the tip, but I'm not going to touch the bridge. I'm going to leave that be. And I'm going to do underneath the eyes and just down the sides here. I'm just going to turn to the side, see if there's any unwanted shine there, which there is. So that's mattified out. So let's have a look at those highlights and the bronze. Very nice indeed. Just going to just mattify it, and just because I've got these two highlights here, I don't want the rest, which is here, to be highlighted. So now it's just that section, and that looks better to me. That bronze stick is absolutely beautiful. Let's check the shade. It's called Tea. That is really lovely. Oh, I didn't need to mattify with that. I got this little powder. It's tiny baby powder. So I could have used that, but I didn't. I'm sure it's divine. I can't see. Put these on now, shall we? God, these are dirty. A bit like me. That's really pretty skin. That's going in the Holy Grail drawer. How good is that? That is so natural. You would never ever know there was anything on my skin here at all. Nothing. Mwah! I'll leave all the information in the links in the description bar. So let's just recap what I used in this glorious tutorial. I used the By Terry Hyaluronic Global Serum as well as the eye cream. I used the 1999 Contour in Tea and Perla in the highlight. And for foundation, I used NARS Sheer Glow in 2.5. And I also demattified the face with the Powderless Powder by Mally which is quite frankly on its last legs, this one. Very, very nice indeed. Mwah! See you next time. Bye-bye.